The ethical implications of Axon taser-equipped drones. Axon is the largest taser company in the world. In the past few years, they've been researching and developing AI autonomous taser-equipped drones. This idea was unanimously shut down by the company's ethics board due to concerns. But following a tragic school shooting, the CEO announced the drone's development. This caused 75% of the ethics board to resign due to them not being listened to and the dangers of this project, but it is still in continued development. Here's the drone. Its focus is to stop mass shootings, using AI to detect a threat and within seconds activate, track the threat, and incapacitate them with a taser. It's said to be able to stop a shooter within seconds of identification, which can be gunshots, a weapon in view, and more. Other capabilities it will have are virtual flashbangs, and it can be remote piloted. Other ways to stop a threat. Now, just hearing that, we can have some ideas of some of the good and bad. The good, it has the ability to stop a threat within seconds. It can provide 24/7 security and provide peace to the people around it. And it can overall help with the mass shooting epidemic plaguing America. Now, issues is what if it's wrong? What if it detects something that's not a threat and tases, say, a child? Now, drones operated by artificial intelligence raise many ethical issues regarding this kind of autonomy. And these concerns overshadow a lot of the potential benefits it can have. Now, the article is written in great disagreement with the CEO of the company. From stuff like the ethics board resigning to the idea of weaponizing schools and even likely racial bias and discrimination that this drone will likely have. The article goes in depth on how dangerous a project like this is for public well-being. And I completely agree with the author here for the same reason I do not think we should arm school teachers, as it just introduces more weapons, which will likely cause more problems. Now, this article was posted in the markup. It is a distinguished bipartisan news source looking to challenge cutting-edge technology. The article in particular is written for the reason of exposing Axon's drone project and the true dangers it has. Now, is it morally permissible? As we discussed in class, an autonomous drone will have predetermined functions at which it should harm someone, like a self-driving car surrounded with the decision to harm the driver or another car on the road. What if the offender was holding a victim hostage? If tased, the victim would die. If not, the offender will shoot everyone else in the room. Who decides what to do? Does it end up on the programmer? And because of these concerns, the solution is to ditch the project, with a need for more third-party testing and overview of this company and other company in the emerging field of tech. To be in good virtue, the drone would need to advocate for all public safety, contribute to overall improvement of society's well-being, and be equitable, respectful, and fair in its implementation. Things deemed impossible. Now, the arguments shared in this article align nicely with the values held from good virtues that I personally live by and believe most should. And the problem at hand is one that does not have an easy solution, but resorting to AI taser drones is not putting humanity's best foot forward for the future. Now, what about in real war? James Welch discussed drone warfare in 2020. And this is about, no longer about 50-pound taser drones, but instead multi-thousand-pound military-grade drones equipped with weapons of mass destruction being funded by an $800 billion defense budget. Now, The drones are clearly different, but some of the ethical dilemmas in war will be the same as in the classroom. If fully autonomous, how does this drone determine its effects? Should it launch a missile at a building if it is one terrorist but 100 civilians? What about 100 terrorists and one civilian? Who's at fault if it just incorrectly identifies a target, such as a daycare? Now, this article does mention many upsides of these weapons. Ground missions can now be done remotely, keeping soldiers safe and providing reliable elimination of dangerous targets. It's capable of more advanced missions without the need for a pilot. Think of the maneuvers that it can do when someone doesn't have to deal with the G-force of it. And just like the little drones do have positives. But that's about it. Thank you for listening. And I hope you can respond to some of the questions I have listed below. Thank you.